I'm Riley Nagel, your neighborhood reporter. A water dispute involving a community more than 200 miles away could have serious consequences right here in Kern County. At stake, a $14 million debt, and the big question, who ultimately pays if the money is never recovered? For more than 2 decades, the Kern County Water Agency has supplied water to Diablo Grande, a 600-home development in Stanislaus County, through a complex state water exchange. And according to Kern County Water Agency, the Western Hills Water District in Stanislaus stopped paying for those deliveries in 2019. The agency says that the unpaid bill has now grown to about $14 million. I reached out to the Western Hills Water District for comment, but they hung up on me and then refused to answer my calls.
Hello, you have reached Western Hills Water District.
The Kern County Water Agency first threatened to cut off the water supply in June of 2025 if Diablo Grande residents did not approve a water hike of $145 to $569. The water hike increase did pass, but left some residents unable to pay their bills.
We're on a shoestring here, and I can barely keep this district running and keeping clean water to everybody.
The residents are very concerned. They don't know whether or not they're going to have water.
In a statement released last week, the Kern County Water Agency said, in part, "We recently read how Western Hills issued shutoff notices to certain residents for non-payment after 60 days and indicated they were following state law in doing so. They're over 6 years behind on payments to the agency, and we have a fiduciary responsibility to those we represent." The agency says it has spent years negotiating with Western Hills, including proposals to reduce water volumes and significantly lower the overall debt, but the agency says those proposals were rejected and that Western Hills asked to pay less than the actual cost of the water. The agency says it can no longer provide water at a loss or shift the financial burden to Kern County residents. A letter sent to the agency back in July 2025 from attorneys representing Western Hills argued the agreement does not allow Kern County to terminate the contract and says the water district is working to sell or transfer some of its water rights to pay down the debt. I also reached out to the California Department of Water Resources asking if they were monitoring the situation or could explain how local ratepayers could be impacted. The DWR replied saying DWR does not have a role in the negotiations of this particular issue. It is being handled by agencies at the local level. As legal negotiations continue, Kern Water Agency officials say they cannot comment more as they are waiting for a response from the Western Hills attorneys. For now, the $14 million question remains unanswered, whether Kern County will ever be paid back in full. I'm Riley Nagel, your Bakersfield neighborhood reporter.